Hello, my name is Shalise Ludlow and I'm the costume designer for the Caucasian Chalk Circle. And when I started this process, Annie and I discussed what she wanted to do and how she wanted to bring this play that was written circa World War II to modern audiences. And we discussed the Syrian refugee crisis, which is something that is happening now. And we decided to use this to help show these awful atrocities that are happening, and not only in Syria but in other places in the world. We are using two worlds, and so we have the modern world, which is dealing with the refugee crisis that is happening in Syria and other places in the world, and then we're also focusing on the Georgian region of the Caucasus. And it's really interesting that the Caucasus people have dealt with all of this war throughout their history, and so there's this garment called the choka, which is a military coat, and we've decided to use that in the designs because as you look at Georgian folk history, this coat, it plays a huge part of it. Now that the Georgian region has started to become more prosperous, this has started to show up in fashion, so it's exciting to meld these two worlds together. So the first part of the show, we see these people in modern day clothing that have been distressed, and it's clothing that doesn't even fit very well because we're thinking that this is clothing coming from aid organizations that have offered them clothing because they have been removed from their homeland. And then we move into the play within the play. That is where this original Georgian, this folkwear comes in, and that we have the headdresses that were worn at this time period, these jackets called the chokas. We have this nice low V-neck and a lot of things because that was very popular in the Georgian folkwear. And so that we see these pieces, but underneath it all, the people are still wearing their refugee clothing. And so you see the distressed, you see the ill-fitting clothing, there's a lot of tears and rips. And so even though we've created this sort of beautiful world of this play, you can still see the reality that these people are living in, that they're living in this refugee camp, and that the things that they have with them are precious because they were only able to bring a couple of things with them.